Scott Center here with Interlink Mortgage, and today we're talking about down payment assistance programs, specifically who they're designed to help, how they work, and some pros and cons of these types of programs. So first of all, one of the common misconceptions is that down payment assistance is only available to first-time homebuyers. This is actually not the case. While a lot of first-time homebuyers will utilize these programs because they're awesome, they're not limited to people just buying their first house. If you have not owned a home in the last 3 or 4 years, you're eligible to use this program again. So just kind of keep that in mind. So what is a down payment assistance program? It's exactly what it sounds like. It enables a home borrower to access funds from a third-party agency. In Oklahoma, the two most common are the Oklahoma Housing Finance Agency, which is OHFA, and then REI Oklahoma, which is a nonprofit that operates statewide. The programs have some common features, mainly that they provide the down payment to help someone get into property who might not otherwise be able to buy because of lack of funds. A borrower still has to be qualified, with income. Their credit still has to be sufficient, and most of these programs, but not all of them, have some income limitations in that you can't make more than a certain amount of money. Now, that being said, the income limitations for most of these programs are high enough that 90% of people who live in Oklahoma qualify for these programs, but there is that limitation on some of these programs. Some of the pros and cons, the pros of the cons are obvious. Someone can get in a property with very little money out of pocket, and in a lot of cases, if you're using down payment assistance and negotiate a contract where the seller takes care of closing costs, which is totally allowable, you can move into property with really pretty much no money out of pocket. It's a fantastic deal. One of the drawbacks of down payment assistance programs is that the interest rate on the program will be slightly higher than what it would be if you were using your own money for the down payment. In a lot of cases, it's around anywhere about 0.5% to 0.75% higher, but the difference in the payment usually is not that significant. If someone can't buy a house otherwise, that difference really doesn't matter. So there are a lot of other things that go along with down payment assistance programs, but the general thing I wanted to get across here is it's not limited to first-time homebuyers, although a lot of first-time homebuyers will use the program. There are credit score minimums. Usually 640 is a minimum credit score. Someone still has to be working and qualify for the home, with debt-to-income ratios. But they're really designed to help people who otherwise wouldn't be able to buy a property due to lack of funds. So if you have any questions on this, do not hesitate to reach out, and I'll be happy to help. Thanks. Bye.